Okay, so the one I want to show you is this one running Llama 3 locally. You can run these models on your own computer without using the cloud services, and that's a good idea. This is what a lot of my clients want. They don't want to trust those cloud services. In fact, all the major corporations have forbidden their employees using ChatGPT and those other cloud services because it might leak your data out. You're sending it to some cloud service and you don't know if they're training on that and if they're going to repeat it to another person. So what you want to do is run these large language models locally, and it's real expensive to train them on new data, but it's not expensive to run them once they're trained. So you can run it locally, and all you have to do is download this thing called Ollama and just run it like any other app on your machine. And it runs better on a more modern machine. So I'm not using my old Intel desktop machine. I'm using my Mac M1 to demonstrate it. And I've already got it installed on this machine. So I can, it's Ollama run. And I'm going to run Llama 3, which is a more up-to-date version. And now it's ready to run right here. It's loading up. Okay, and now I can ask it a question like, why is the sky blue? And see, it answers pretty fast, giving me a question like you might find from Wikipedia, telling me about Rayleigh scattering and stuff. And I think I can stop it with Control C. Yeah, right. So and if I did this on my old Intel machine, the words would come out really slowly, like 110 baud, because that processor can't keep up with it. But the Mac M1 is pretty fast. It even has, I think, a GPU or a TPU or something in it. It's pretty fast. I'm not entirely sure if it's using all the hardware to the best effect, but it's pretty good. So that's running it locally. Now, you can observe, here's some questions that are famously difficult for large language models. Let's see how these do. How many N's are in the word origin? There's only one. Well, I got it right. That's good. And I remember it won't tell you about its, large language models are not self-aware. I'd like to know how many parameters they have. And it only knows in general terms. It's not telling me anything about it, just telling me general information about LLMs. Anyway, that's a start. And the other thing is you can notice that it's not very good, like arithmetic. How many seconds are between these two dates? There's only 5 second period there. Let's see if it can do that. It got that one right. Okay. How about this one? Now notice how spectacularly terrible it is. This is 1446.01 and 1448.36. So the answer is about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And it told me 2 hours, 22 minutes and 35 seconds. It's very mysterious. How did it ever get so spectacularly wrong? Now multiply the minutes by 60. So converting 2 hours to seconds, it takes 22 minutes times 60. It forgets about the 2 hours here. So notice it's very, very bad at doing simple arithmetic. But if you tell it to go step to step, it will do better. And this is what they call prompt engineering. First, calculate number of seconds from midnight to here. Then calculate the number of seconds from midnight to here. Then subtract them. Here it should do better. If you give it step-by-step instructions, then it should be better. And it is looking better. 1,855 seconds. Right, that's seconds. So it's 2 minutes. It's only 120 seconds. So I think it's still spectacularly wrong. Yeah, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. The right answer is about 150 seconds. So it's still spectacularly wrong. Anyway, so that's a start there. But now the next thing I want to do is show you the API. Let me open another terminal. It is also listening on a network port for API requests. So you can run this thing locally on one of your machines and use it exactly the way you would use the cloud services through the API. You can see it if you just run netstat to see what's listening, and you will see a port listening on 11434. That is Ollama listening on that port. And you can use the API. Here's the curl to send a request to the API. This is going to ask it, what is 1 plus 1? And ask it to generate an answer. And there it is. 1 plus 1 is 2. That's the answer. Well, that's an easy one. So you can use it remotely this way. And so it is a plug-in replacement for those cloud services. Now, you can exit it with by. Might as well do that here. I'm done with it for now. /by. But it is in fact still running, listening on the API, and it launches at boot up. You'll see it up here in the corner. A little animal, looks like a cartoon llama. You can turn it off so it doesn't automatically launch all the time, but by default, it will automatically launch all the time. So that's the first step. Now we're going to use this to make a RAG system, but let me stop this recording for now.